We want to welcome in our first guest to the Blue Couches this afternoon here on First at 4. We're welcoming Joanna Gilkinson. And Joanna, you're here to talk about the 4th annual Walk Stronger Together, or Stronger Together Walk. Tell us a little bit about this event.
Stronger Together was started 4 years ago when I had my second bout of cancer, and coming home from Cancer Treatment of America, this elderly woman wanted this beautiful blanket I had. I couldn't give it to her because it was mine for my godchild. So my husband said, why don't we do this at home? So we decided that we would go to our communities and the surrounding communities and gift people who were on the same journey as I, or, you know, maybe getting through it like I have been. So someone nominates them and they tell us who it is, what their likes and dislikes are. My husband makes a blanket. I go out and buy some nice little gifts, some gift cards, and then the person who nominated them calls us over and goes to their house, and we say surprise, and we have all these gifts.
It's a good surprise.
there.
Yeah.
That's a great surprise.
So the walk is to help raise funds. Now the second year we doubled what we did the first year. Last year we tripled. So if I even go $5 over, I'm gonna be like, hey, this is good for me. The more that we can accomplish for this, the more people we can gift. And it, you know, we're not statewide, and we're just our community, and we feel like a family now. I can tell you probably every one that we have gifted in these leading up to 4 years, which would be like around 100, have all stayed in touch with us. We started the page, we talk, we get together, we have meals, we cry, we laugh. That's the whole point of being together, so that someone you can share with.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting out in your room today and found that someone else who was a survivor, and like, see, now here's this. So
Let me ask you this: what does it mean to be able to raise these funds to help others who are on the same journey that you experienced?
it's an amazing feeling. It makes me cry. I told myself I'm not going to cry here, but it's an amazing feeling, because sometimes I sit back in awe and I'm like, wow, I thought I was like really had it bad. But I've met people who are actually terminal. They're not surviving, and their whole outlook, and they sit there crying saying, you don't know what you did for me, thank you, you know, and it gives me a good feeling. It has helped me through my own journey as well, because, you know, cancer stinks.
Yeah.
And like this year, our thing is, there's a can in cancer, because we can beat it. So.
Yeah, I love that message. Talk about the event details coming up in June for your walk.
Okay, it's out at Northeast Gravel Pit, and you don't have to pay to walk. You can come out and walk. We sell t-shirts. There'll be a bouncy house and face painting for the children. There's Chinese auctions. There's some good raffles, like an overnight at the Peak and Splash Lagoon. We have club tickets to the Pirates game. So there's a lot of good things. And it's about, I call it family. It's about family. We're all in there together. We're all striving for the same thing, to survive this disease, to make friends, to make family. And those who come and support us on our group page, there's people on there that don't have cancer. They come on, they pray for us, they encourage us, they ask us if we want to talk. They're always, you know, willing to give money or help in any way they can, and so
Maybe
it's
just
a good
one last before
feeling.
you kind of going off of that. If people can't make it out to the walk and they want to help your organization out, how can they do that?
They can still reach me, or they can go to the Facebook page. And like we said, you don't have to be present to win. If they want, you know, to put money into the raffle, Chinese auction might be hard, but the raffles, you know, purchase a t-shirt, anything like that, or just be a voice for someone going through it. We need people to hear us. Sometimes it's hard, because if you don't have cancer or never had, it's hard to talk to you. But when you're with other people affected, it's like the emotions just roll. And it's a good feeling afterwards. It's a good cry. So I hope everyone can join us. It'll be a great time. Like I said, I hope to just go a little bit over last year and be able to gift a few more than we have
Absolutely.
done in the past.
Well, Joanna, thanks so much for joining us.
And
best
thank
of
you
luck
for
to you.
having me.
Sure to be a
Thank
great
you.
turnout for you.
Yeah, looking forward to hearing more
Thank
about your
you.
event and hearing about the event as it happens in June.